embrace Satan, you know? Shalom, Mak. Yahweh Bashim Yasai Bashim Rakagadas Barakatah. Shalom, beloved brother. Keep going.
It says, and it came to pass through the likeness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks.
Oh, see? That's why we ain't in our land, man. You know, it's all prophecy, but see how it's playing out according to prophecy. Okay? There is a storyline, but the storyline is only a storyline because of prophecy. Keep going.
And yet for all this, her treacherous sister Judah had not turned unto me with her whole heart, but faintly said, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And the Lord said unto me, the backsliding Israel had justified herself more than the treacherous Judah.
Wow. Keep going. Oh, a sinful man maketh excuse. You know, a sinful man. That's what Jake do. They'll make an excuse. That's all they full of is bullshit and excuses. You know? All they want to do is find a reason not to, but to do. Damn. Keep going.
Go and proclaim these words toward the north and say, return, thou backsliding Israel.
Yep. Then there's another one where it says, go and proclaim these in the streets of Jerusalem, which we're doing right now. We're proclaiming this to the streets of Jerusalem. Because wherever Jake is, that's Jerusalem. Which proves we're the kingdom, you know?
Said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
This proves we needed Yahweh Shai. This proves it right here. Because one would be like, man, it sounds like the Lord is bipolar. 1 minute he hates us, 1 minute he loves us, 1 minute. No, because there's certain criterias that brings in that mercy. There's certain things that brings in this compassion. You see? Because the Most High is not a man that he should lie. Okay? That's why prophecy is a blessing too. Prophecy is a blessing, man. You know, prophecy is a gift. Not only is it a gift as a talent, but it's a gift to us. Because a part of prophecies, we're going to go home, we're going to be delivered. He that leaves in captivity shall go into captivity. That's a blessing, man. You know, keep going.
It says, for I am merciful, said the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity.
And that's a law. Leviticus 26. Keep going.
That thou hast transgressed against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai thy power.
Now, how do you do that? By repenting in the name. Get Acts 4:12. That cuts it, right? Go read that again. That cuts it. Can you read that again, please?
Yep. Only acknowledge thine iniquity.
How are you going to acknowledge your iniquity? By repenting. But how do you repent? At that time, it was through sacrifice. Micah says he's no longer pleased with sacrifice. Hebrew 10 says it's not the blood of bulls and goats. So how do we, what does it say?
It says, only acknowledge thine iniquity.
Keep going.
That thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy power, and hast scattered thy ways to strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, said the Lord.
How do you acknowledge transgression? How do you acknowledge transgression? By repenting, get it, brother, in the name. All right? N-A-M-E, name. Ba-ha-shem, in the name. So we need the name. Shalom, brother.
Acts 4:12. Neither is there, I start verse 11. Acts 4:11. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Where we must be saved. Who are they talking to? Israelites. So keep going, brother.
My kinsmen.
My kinsmen according to the flesh.
It says, turn, O backsliding children.
No, keep going. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Turn, O backsliding children, said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, for I am married unto you.
Woo!
And I will take you, one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Wait a minute. It said it says the Most High is married to us, but then it's told that the marriage is the lambs. So the marriage ultimately has always been set up to be Yahweh Shai. You see? The marriage ultimately is Yahweh Shai. That's beautiful. Did you finish that verse?
Yep.
Okay, let's get back into the marriage.
Yep.
Man, that's heavy, bro.
Yeah.
So the marriage has always been set up to be between Israel and Yahweh Shai, which granted that to be through to Yahweh. You see, all partition. What is it? Pepper partition.
Propitiation.
You know, it's my accent. You know?
I don't really speak
Propitiation.
Yeah,
Propitiation.
propitiation. Yeah, yeah. We're speaking modern English. We're not speaking old English. And a fun fact: we created English. Did you know that, brothers? Go look up Anglo-Saxon tongue. Bro, who are the Anglo-Saxons?
Jakes.
We are. So we created Old English and Middle English. Esau made up modern.
Hey, you know it's Black History Month.
Oh, you know it's Black History Month. So maybe go on some Black History, brothers.
Hey, we got the book.
Yeah, don't let us open the books on you.
You know, hey, the real, you know.
Yeah.
Those are Jakes.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, you brothers look that up if you want to look it up. Look up some Old English, and you'll actually hear like characteristics of Hebrew.
Yep.
You know, like that. They took that out of English, which makes sense.
You know why?
It makes sense though. It makes sense. But then proud as Esau be like, "You're an American, speak English." Well, then you say, well, what English? Old English, Middle English, Modern English? Loser? He's losing power. His ignorant ass is losing power.
Man.
But let's get back to the meat of the matter, you know?
Back in St. Matthew 22 and verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Now why? Now, see? Why is Yahweh Shai? Why? That's another effing cut. Why is Yahweh Shai speaking about a marriage? Because it was talked about in Jeremiah. Why is he bringing up marriage? Why is Jesus talking about a marriage? Because there's always been a marriage set up between the nation of Israel and Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
There's so many cuts that just cut what you call Christianity. You know? Keep going.
Verse 10. So those servants went out into the highways.
Yep.
And gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good.
Yeah, you're gonna have good guys, bad guys. You know what I mean? Keep going.
And the wedding was furnished with guests.
So right now, the wedding is furnished, and we have guests. All right, some are good, some are bad, but they're all here, right? You got your other camps. You got everyone here. You know, and then you got the lowly just sitting there waiting for the groom. You got Jake over here. You know, imagine it. Like, you know, before the wedding goes, people get together. They're over here break dancing. The nigga woman's got a 30-gallon Sunday church hat on, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Then she's dancing like Jew. What the hell is it? He's dancing at the church.
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace. And Jake, you not supposed to be a menace. You being a menace, man. What the fuck? He said, "Don't be a menace." Damn, message. Damn, bro. Keep going, brother.
Verse 11. And when the king came in to seek the guests, he saw there a man which had not on the wedding garment.
Revelations 15. This is the shame because they didn't have undergarment.
Verse 16. Watch
Oh,
it.
yup.
Sleep in his garment,
Yup.
lest he walk naked.
And they see shame. So when that day comes, the eyes is gonna be on your ass. All right. The Lord gonna be like, "Joe, yo, who this? Who you? What you doing here?" And then they gonna say, "Most High Christ bless," right?
Yup, like your name ain't on the list.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. How'd you get in here? You know, how'd you get in here? Because you came up another way.
Exactly.
You came up another way. So you got to be tossed with the thieves and the robbers.
Snuck in the rest.
So they're gonna be in that Uncle Phil spirit. Gonna take you by your collar and your waist and just jazzy Jeff your ass out of here.
Because you crept in on the list.
Yep. You crept in unaware, bro. You crept in, and you were a demon with it too. You know.
Lord willing, we be part.
Yeah.
Part of that number.
Right. Lord's will.
I won't be at that wedding.
Yeah. I want to be in the wedding. I want to be in the
I wanna be
wedding.
in the wedding.
Yep. Keep going.
Verse 12.
Say,
And he said, and he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither?
Yeah, brother. Hey, brother. What you doing here? You ain't on the list.
Ain't that what they do to us?
Yep.
Where's your friend?
Yep. Great point. Yep. We did it. Remember, IUIC did that to us.
Yep.
Remember?
Yep.
And I was like, man, it's in the bag, bro. Can you answer the question? I mean, we kept patient though. We was patient. But remember, I told you, I was like, yo, should we put a guard? Because I knew that they was gonna. So it's like, let's cover our angles. You know, tuck in the tag tier T-shirt. He might see 30% polyester. You know, like damn, bro. Like we're in a financial situation to just be, you You know,
And fringes are expensive too, man. It's not cheap.
it can be. You know, it can be. And you don't really know the garment. It says he's a father of lies.
Right.
Hey, do you know there's pork in lawful food? He has laws where legally he doesn't have to tell you the ingredients. Oh, moron. Right? He can legally put pork in something and don't gotta tell you, man. But keep going.
Or worse, human meat.
Yeah, human bodies. Yeah.
And it goes on to say, friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And it says, and he was speechless.
You have the truth.
You know why you're speechless? Because Yahweh Shai has a mouth that his adversaries can't gainsay or resist. He got shut his ass up. Titus, whose mouths must be stopped.
That's right.
You know, slow belly. He over there eating. He's eating and getting fat, and he had a mouthful of hypocrisy. His mouth was full of lies and slander. You know, all he did was use his mouth to sow discord. His ass couldn't say nothing to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, I don't want you at my wedding. Fuck out of here. You know, keep going.
Verse 13. Verse 13, it said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot.
Bind his ass up, man. Hey, lace his ass up. You know, wrap it up.
And take him away and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Judgment, complete judgment, man. Okay, 2/3 of Israelites in America gonna receive extreme judgment, and they shall know death by pain. All right, they're gonna meet death, but by pain. You're gonna meet your maker, but you're gonna have to embrace pain first. All right. What, a brother posted something?
Yeah, verse 16 and 15.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, so, well, let's read it again. We just read that, but it's perfect. The water, brother. Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief, unexpectedly, suddenly, which is Matthew 24. Blessed is the servant when he cometh and findeth him so doing. And then the others, they got tossed out, you know? And it says, Salakia, it says, blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. And you can't see a man's nakedness, right? That's why Japheth and Shem walked backwards, and Ham, little hoe Moaz, you know, he thought it was funny, you know? So, hey, we gonna, you know, Japheth, you ain't gonna get jacked up too bad, you know? You get jacked up, you ain't gonna get jacked up like that, you know? Not like Esau. Yeah, we're gonna get some Japhites to do the bidding, you know? Samoa Joe, whoop his ass. You know what I mean? Yo, whoop his ass, bro. We're gonna have the Japhites. We're gonna put the pork down and pick an Edomite up. You know what I mean? Shalom, brother. Shalom. Y'all must break it down. A little more. We're almost done.
Verse 14. Here's the point.
Yep.
The ultimate point. For many are called, but few are chosen.
Man, let's get 2nd Ezra 8 real quick. Many are called, but few are chosen. So you were called to this wedding.
I got it, brother.
You were called to this banquet. You were called to this holy ceremony.
I got some too.
But were you chosen to be of that ceremony? You see? And we pray to be of that ceremony. You know? This is life or death. You know, what do they say in a wedding? Till death do us part.
Yep.
But guess what? Death ain't doing us apart. Because Paul said it, nor life, nor death, nor principalities, can't nothing take me away. And that's the mindset you need to have. That's the spirit you need to walk in, you know? Like old girl in Color Purple. Remember when Danny Glover was trying to separate Celie and her sister, and she was holding on? That's how you need to be with the Lord, man. Hold on. Hold on, we're going home. You know? Right, seek him 10 times more. We need to be seeking the Lord because, hey, brothers, you ever so-called get caught cheating? When your woman forgive you, you love her more, right? Right? I love you, baby. Baby, you my only one, right? Right? You know it, brother. That's a spirit, though. You know, you think, baby, taking me back. That's how you should be with Yahweh Shai.
Right.
We've been forgiven for our adulterous ways, man. So you damn right we gotta go hard. You know? we've been forgiven for being a hoe. You know, now we're being washed up, we're being cleaned up, you know? Like Black Snake Moan. The bitch had a sex demon on her, man. She had he had to chain her ass up. He had to chain her ass to the wall because she just was running wild. But that's Jake. So now we in the spirit of like, hey, no more hoeing around, you know?
No, which book?
2nd Ezra 8:1 and then jump to 3. Really can read 1 to 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get that. Because it said many were called, but a few were chosen, you know? So the Lord is looking for the best of the best of the best, sir.
That's right.
Let's get that real quick, brother.
2nd Ezra 8 and verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many, and the world to come for few.
Right. So embrace the loss and expect to win. The Most High is not a God that he should lie, and he's not about false balances. So when you hold everything in a way of a balance, and here's winning, here's losing, well, we've been losing a lot. Losing has been weighted down, so the balance of things has got to change.
Yep.
So the Lord is about balance. So you've been losing, you've been despised, you've been, just tossed it aside, made light of, fanned us. Remember that's what he did, he fanned us, right? So now it's like, okay, so we've been being shitted on, so now we're gonna be blessed. We're gonna get riches, we're gonna get the glory, we're gonna get all those things, but you gotta allow time and balance to play everything. Ecclesiastes 3, page 587. That's the only book. That's the only page I know in this book. Because we could never find it. You know what I mean? Ecclesiastes is hard to find. But real quick, Ecclesiastes 3 and 1 or 7. Is it 7? Oh no, 3. Yeah, 3. The time.
Yep.
Don't read verse 8 because they try to call it cops on us. Remember? We were standing right here, and the Edomite said, "Yes." They said it's the time to kill. And then they brought an even shorter Edomite, and Mariah to speak to him, and the cop was like right here, and he's like, we just reading the Bible, man. And the cop was at peace with us, you know?
And that dude that called the cops ran away.
Yeah, little fat ass. Read this.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season.
So there's a season to lose and a season to win, you know? You got seasons where a team, they'll do terrible, they lose, but then they come back.
Yep.
You know? It's all about adversity. It's all about your mind, man. You know? Learn from the loss. Learn from your losses.
Yep.
Learn from the fall. So your walk is that much more stronger. So now you're more spiritually balanced. So the next time you get pushed, you ain't gonna fall as easy. See? Blessed is the man to endure temptation. You know? Read it again.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season.
There's a season. So right now we're in a season of losing. So we're getting ready to be in the season of winning. You know? All of us. You too, brother. All of us. All of us. All of our people. Remember, we are a kingdom, a nation of kings and priests.
Right.
You're a king and a priest, brother. Get ready. It's coming for you.
Right.
You know?
And
Yep.
God, man.
Yep. To you
Right.
as well, brother.
Right.
Yep. Read it again.
And it says, to everything there is a season.
Everything. So it's a season for you to catch hell, season for you to not be liked, you know, season for us not to be able to grow our beards. You know what I mean? Be underdog, baby. It's a season. It's not life. It's a season.
Right.
Shit. Get up. Stop letting time have power over you. You know? Keep going.
And it says, in a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Are we not under the heaven? You know? There's the third heaven. Keep going.
A time to be born.
Yep.
And a time to die.
Yeah, and there's also a time to be reborn, and there's also time to die according to this world. Keep going. But literally, but also spiritually. Keep going.
A time to plant.
Yep.
And a time to pluck up that which is planted.
So there was a time, in the harvest, like right now, you're not going to plant, right? But in a season, out of season, plant and water, all right? And then pluck up the first fruits and leave and burn the naughty figs. See? Keep going. Allegoric, you know? Parabolic. Keep going.
A time to kill.
Yep. Oh, you better say that quiet, bro.
And a time.
You better not read that one.
A time to kill. And a time to heal.
Yeah, here's the sound of the police. Read that again. Read it again.
A time to kill.
Yep.
And a time to heal.
Hey, it's a time to kill off, mortify your members.
Right.
You know? Now, we could go in all day carnally. We're not talking about that. We're talking about us.
Spiritual.
All right? Right. We're talking about us right now. So it's the time to what? Kill the old man. right? Kill that old life. He that loses life for my sake shall find it in a time to what? Heal?
To heal.
And lest I convert and heal them. Neither herb or mollifying plaster, but by thy word shall heal them. And thy word was made flesh, and the world despised him. All right? So Yahweh Shai is about healing. Matthew 10.
He's a physician.
Yep.
Ultimate physician.
Yep. He's about to get surgical with this shit. Keep going.
And it says, a time to break down.
Yep.
And a time to build up.
Oh, what was broken down? The temple, the nation, our temple, even Yahweh Shai's body was broken down. And then what? It was built back up. Oh, and they built in the days of old. See? Very spiritual, man.
Right.
I shall build it as the days of old. So we're in a time of building. And what's building? Edification. All right? So the third temple, you're looking at it. Each brother is a brick, man. The truth being the mortar, but Jake got that untempered mortar. They got a little Christ in there. And the right storm is going to blow it away. Because they didn't want the cornerstone to build upon. They're building on sand. Keep going.
And it says, a time to, excuse me, it's like it. A time to weep and a time to laugh.
Yeah. Hey, we've been weeping. But we've been in the spirit to laugh, baby. You know? Because we shall have the last laugh. We shall have the last laugh. And it's going to be a good laugh, brothers. It's going to be a good, hearty laugh. You know where you got to hold your stomach because you're laughing so hard? Or you got to hold your cheeks because you're so happy and your cheeks hurt from from laughing. So those are the times we're coming into. Well, we're going to laugh and we're going to rejoice and we're going to enjoy. Okay? Keep going.
It says, a time.
Resist the devil and he shall flee.
Right, of course.
Keep going.
A time to weep and a time to laugh.
And we've been weeping. How should I liken this generation? As those piping unto their fellows, standing in the markets. We have piped unto you. You have not danced. We have lamented. You have not mourned. You know? But a nigga mourn over nip. You know? It's nippy out here. And he mourn. He's happy. He's good.
Well, he's good.
You know?
He in the kingdom.
Yeah. Keep going,
Why
Lord.
wakest thou me? Samuel said.
Right. Leave me alone.
Happy as I ever been.
All right. I'm good up here. Keep going. We get a little more. That was a sign. It's time to go. It was a 5-foot nigga in a 6-foot leather jacket with a 2x4.
Right.
That was crazy.
He had the plank from
That shit was crazy. I think I watched Blade a little bit too much.
Oh man.
But that was talking about being healed.
Right.
That man needed to be healed. He was drunk off saying.
Well, yeah, he had the Bone Thug Cisco.
Right. You know what he did?
Yeah.
He was looking for Uncle Charlie. But that proves it's the light because he's walking and he stopped right here, turned and did what he had to do and kept it pushing. But the Wadi Abashim Shai, you know?
Right there.
Yeah, keeping us so we can teach. We got to teach. Let's get a little more. Let's keep teaching.
You tell he felt the spirit.
Yeah.
And it says, I lost my spot. Damn, it's like it.
9.
At the water. Yep, it says a time to laugh, a time to mourn,
Yeah.
and a time to dance,
Yeah.
a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together.
Yeah. Well, what stones? The lively stones.
That's right.
Didn't he say, I'll raise up these rocks?
I will make up my Jews.
Yep.
That
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You know,
Exactly.
Malachi.
Yep. 5 and 17, I believe. Or 4 or 3 and 17. Yep.
It's in Malachi.
It's in Malachi. Yep.
It says a time to cast away stones,
Yep.
and a time to gather stones
Yep.
together,
Yep.
a time to embrace,
Yep.
and a time to refrain from embracing.
We're coming in a time, it's a twofold, you know, because we're in the time of embracing Yahweh Shemel Shai, embracing the wedding, embracing the brothers. We're also a time, what did it say, to not embrace?
Yep, it says, and a time to
Refrain
from
right.
embracing.
Like, yo, man, 6 feet apart. Nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good, bro. I'm good with that old world. You know, you'll have people say, oh, I miss the old you. Well, not me, you selfish demon. I don't miss the old me. I was dying. You know, the old you was terrible. Trying to refrain from embracing all the time. Like, the old us, we'd have went back and forth. The lesson would have changed. And nah, you need, we refrain from embracing with you. Go that way. We're here to teach in the spirit, you know?
There's no communion with light and darkness.
Exactly.
You know?
That man was dark.
Don't mix.
Like, I think Uncle Charlie over there. Remember he said, I miss my Uncle Charlie.
verse 7, and it's verse 6, excuse me. A time to get and a time to lose.
A time to get this knowledge. It's time to get it now. Get it while it's hot. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. You see? And then it said, what?
And a time to lose.
Yeah, and it's hey, are we not in a time of losing? So hey, embrace losing and expect to win. You know? Now that don't mean you have a loser mentality, because in the spirit we're winners, you know? We don't have a weak, the Lord didn't give us a weak mind. So when we go through what you call a loss, we understand that because we're anticipating the win, because we know now the balance of the Lord.
And sometimes in order to win,
you have to lose. Yep. And sometimes when you win, you really lose. You see? Keep going.
And it says a time to keep and a time to cast away.
Yep.
A time to reign.
Right. A time to what? Keep this knowledge. Oh, keep your crown.
Yep. Hold it fast.
Hold it fast.
Let nobody take it.
Yep.
Not even yourself.
Not even yourself. Because that's what the spiritual battle is. It's with self. You know, like, yeah, you got some little weirdos that come by, but really the spiritual battle is this. When you're by yourself, when you're walking, when you're home, when you're sleeping, when you're studying, when you're reading, when you're talking, you know? That's the spiritual battle. The spiritual battle takes place in the mind. Keep going.
And it says a time to rend and a time to sue.
Yep.
A time to keep
Right,
silence.
rend their clothes or sew up, you know? So what? We rent away from the old mortal man, and the Lord is sewing on us the new flesh, because it tells you they rip off the flesh. So the sinews, bone in my bone, you know? Keep going.
And a time to keep silence.
Yep.
And a time to speak.
Yeah, and hey, we're in the time of speaking. But there's also scripture where it said it made Ezekiel dumb, right? Where I'll make thy tongue cleave to thy mouth. You know? Hey, the Lord gonna put on your spirit not to say nothing to people, because you might have always been like, yo, listen, say, and then now, whatever, man. You know, go ahead. You know, go ahead, Babylon. Keep going.
A time to love.
Yep.
And a time to hate.
Yeah, and what? We're in a time of loving ourselves. You gotta love yourself, because he that's evil to himself, who can you do good? If you're evil to yourself, how you gonna do good to a brother? Like Esau, he's evil to himself. How you gonna do good to you?
Right.
He's evil to himself. He'll hurt himself, punch himself, you know? He's crazy.
He'll
kill himself. Yeah. Hey, right? So, a time of love, you're looking at it. The compassion, Code of Chronicles, right? In a time of hate, you know, we've all known how to hate Esau. Now you got to learn to hate the wicked of your own people. Hate this place, hate the condition that we have to be in, but understand it too. Don't let the hate consume you. It's okay to hate evil and love good, but don't let the hate consume you and alter your mindset and how you conduct yourself on a day-to-day. Because you got to always remember, we are walking examples of what people need and supposed to be in. You got to be the bigger man, even these heathens. You got to understand how you conduct and carry yourselves, even with heathens. All right?
And it says, a time.
Because you didn't have King Solomon whipping, Hiram.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
He wasn't just beating him, and he would have came back. He wouldn't have went to the Americas and came back.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It says, a time of war.
Shit, it's easier sometimes dealing with a heathen than a Jake. You know?
Yeah.
Jake's so messed up. They don't even know how to conduct themselves. I remember in the world, I picked this Jake up, and the nigga was in the front seat wilding. I'm like, bro, relax. He's, because Jake ain't used to nothing.
Yeah.
They're not used to nothing, so they don't know how to act and conduct themselves. They don't know how to be civilized, bro.
Right.
Keep going.
And it says, a time of war.
What? The
And
war
it's-
drums, sound of battle.
Right.
Is
Third woke.
Yep. Third
Hey,
woke.
they're saying that Ukraine might be invaded next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
That's about 2-3 days away.
Yep.
Yep. And then you got Sweden pushing, you know, the CHIP.
Yeah, the micro.
Yep. The micro. They're gonna push the micro on a macro level. How about that? You know, right? All the world. Oh, and what proves that is the FDA. Y'all know the three letters.
Yep.
The FDA. They approved the mark. All right. The Vera, which Vera means reality. So they approved the reality chip. And do you know the same platform that approved that mark is global? Do you know the FDA is everywhere? It's not just in America. The FDA is everywhere. another lesson. I have to go into it. You know, we better just keep going. But if you look it up, brothers. You know, look it up, sisters. Look up the FDA. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Taiwan, they're everywhere.
Taiwan,
everywhere.
Taiwan, Lebanon.
They're everywhere. Never mind. They're everywhere though. They're everywhere. So when they push it, they're gonna legally be allowed to push it.
Yeah, man.
That's why it says he causes all the world, because he's already got his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Well, that's his blessing.
Yep.
Fatness of the earth.
Yep.
You know, but he's not satisfied with that.
Nope.
You know, Habakkuk, the second chapter.
Yep.
He wants actually control over all the human life, man.
Like the movie Gamer.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The movie Gamer with what's my guy? Gerald Butler.
Yeah, yep.
That's an awesome movie.
Yep.
It's actually a great movie, but it has even a greater meaning to it. And it's Esau controlling man like a puppet and made him kill. You know? Keep going. We're about to get out of here. Get out of here, man.
And it goes on to say, a
Hey,
time.
that brother need to go to the mechanic. Don't be driving. Hey, your brother's got a problem with your car. Put some money together and get it fixed. You know, that's what we had to do. You got to do what you got to do. And that, real quick, it's all the spirit. That's what you learn in this truth. You know what I mean? You could render under Caesar, but it'll actually benefit you. You over here with a loud 68 Delta came and get you to the shelter.
Right.
Yo, clean it up, bro. Clean it up, man. You know, pray.
That's what Jake do though.
Yeah.
Jake he spent all his money on his clothes.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
you know.
But keep going. Good, couple more.
And it says, a time of war
Yeah,
and a time of peace.
Okay.
Yeah, a time of war and a time of peace. But there won't be no peace till the children of Israel get released. You want freedom? You better get rid of Edom, and then you'll be free. You know? Was that it on
That's a
that?
great quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's end it on this. We'll end it on this.
This is back in 2nd Esdras 8. I'm starting at 1 again.
Yeah.
And he answered me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many, and the world to come for few.
Yeah, and the few, all right, is the ones that are going to be the real winners. The ones that have gotten the victory. Revelations 15, I saw it. I see a fire mingled with glass, and them standing on it with harpers singing the song of Moses. And they've gotten the victory over the beast, over the image, over the mark, and over the number of man. How about that? All right? While you out here crying, kissing some damn idol because you threw a stupid ass ball through a little ass circle, you know, basketball, right? Oh God, right? You all happy? No, this is the real victory, man. How about a victory over death? Hey, get that. 1 Corinthians 15. They got the victory over death. Man, bro, that charged me up in the spirit. You know? Man, victory over death.
It says, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou seest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made.
Yeah, we're the earthen vessels, right? Keep going.
But little dust that gold cometh off.
That's us, that little dust of gold, you know? Keep going.
Even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
Woo! Few shall be saved. Why don't they ever talk about that? You know? What? Matter of fact, why don't you Israelites ever talk about that? What's up with that? The way they be teaching, you know what I mean? Y'all be going into what we need to hear. See, the Spirit brings out what we need to hear, not what we want to hear. Like a woman, she have a spirit, even though she know her ass is fat. She be like, do I look fat? And then you tell, you know what I mean? No, you don't look fat, honey. That's stupid. You're delusional, bro. Hell yeah, you fat. You need to do some planks.
Right.
Right? Drink water and stretch. Right, bro? Make a smoothie, man. Shit. Let's finish. We'll end it on this.
1 Corinthians 15 and 54. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality.
We're putting on immortality.
Right.
While you got dumbass Jeezy putting on for his city, right? I put on, or
Right.
niggas putting on their mask, putting on the mark, you know? What are we about to put on? Immortality. While you worried about the law and what I'm putting on my body? What about the spirit, man? Keep going.
And it says, they shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law.
Man, Barakateh Yahweh Shem El Shai, man.
Shai.
So embrace that. Put on immortality, man. Put on Yahweh Shem El Shai. You know? You brothers good? So Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters, you're edified and moved through the Spirit as we were. And we just want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakabadash. We like to give double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And we like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect and the Lord's elect alone. That being said, Shalom. Shalom.